Hello everyone. So FIA round 2 testing off this. Link this into FIA 2. Oh god. So how is everyone? Nice to see you all in the chat. We're going to start off with manufacturer testing. God. Yeah, so we're looking quite good so far. I've actually had time to actually warm up. Yesterday I jumped on in the morning, did a quick go on the time trial to do the track guide for the manufacturers, which is out now on the channel. And I also jumped on Nations and got a little bit warmed up in that. I managed to get in the top 10 in both of them. But just before we've gone live, I've just jumped back into this to see if we can improve our time. And I've managed to get it in the 35s. So we're now sitting in P5 in a TRL sandwich. Sat on a 135.9, which is looking quite good, really. The pace is looking good. But one thing about Fuji is it's very BOP friendly. So you will find a lot of variety of cars in the top 10. It won't be like one car that's dominating. You'll see like we've got an R8, a Ford, Toyota Supra, a Lexus, an NSX, a Viper, a Huracan, another Ford GT and a Volkswagen Golf. So there's like six different cars in that top 10, which is good to see. It's a bit like Interlagos is a bit like that as well. Right, we're gonna jump into a practice lobby. Eating me butty. Quickly did a I'll put the settings right. Correct. Group 3. And we're running this with S-rated SR to be in this, by the way. But we're going to put the driver rating down to B. Just to try and keep it quite clean in the racing. And it will encourage more of the top drivers to come in, which I want top drivers in this practice to gauge where I'm at. Softs, that's correct. Yeah, and we've got the stupid, like, we got racing softs, but the tyre ratio is times 17. Let me just check if I've got the fuel right. I think it's double check on that. Yeah, that's correct. Pardon me. So that's all correct. Let's put this. All right, yeah. So if you want to join, lobby name is FIA Testing. We're going to do a couple of manufacturer tests first, and then we'll go on to the nations. I've managed to do a 37.3 in the nations, but I don't know what car I'm going to use. I want to test a Porsche. I want to test the Audi. I also want to test some other cars. But we're looking good for this one anyway. Let's create this lobby. If you want to join, Fuji, first one. Feel free to join. You're right, this man. How are you, mate? I'm here, definitely. Yeah, it's looking good for the NSX so far. This, I'm in P5 in the top 10 stars with it. The NSX feels nicely balanced on this track. I don't know about the tyre wear though, that's the issue. Remember, you will need S-rated SR to get in here. Yeah, we're off 1 minute 35.9. There is more left in it though, that's a good thing. I haven't really pushed it as hard as I'd like. There was a mistake on my lap, which lost me at least a temp, so I definitely could get close to P1, but the only issue I think that might cause me some trouble is the tyre wear. I'm going to go out now and have a little... This isn't qualifying, this is just going to have a little warm-up before we do the qualifying, so I'm just going to drive and see what the tyres are going to be like now. Because I think the softs are going to be dead so fast. I also have my brake bias on +2, but I don't think that'll be the best idea for the race. So I'm going to try -3. I'm just going to do a little test to see what it's like for 5 laps now. See if this will get 5 laps out of it. Try and look after the tyres a bit as well. The Merc's really good on this track. The best cars for this track are the Merc and Porsche, I think. That's, in general, they're really good. They're the cars that picked up big points last time. But there's a lot of cars that are good at this track. That's the thing. It's not a non-friendly track for BOP. This is why I like Fuji, because it's like Interlagos. There's about 15 cars that can all compete for the top 10. At least there's like so many different 10 to 15 cars that can all get in there, and that's good. That's why they should use more of these tracks more often. Porsche is probably the best, I would say. Porsche is number one. I would say that the FT1 should be decent though. Mercedes good, Jag will be good. The NSX is decent. There's a lot of cars. The Audi is going to be really good over one lap. So I'm not doing qualifying pace now. I'm just trying to... I want to see what these tyres are going to be like for a proper race stint. Feels really nice, the NSX, to be fair. It just gets into the apex so nicely at this combination. Ah. It's the left-hand side that is really taking the punishment so far, but what's looking good is -3 bias and the brake. The tyre wear's looking even on each side of the car. That's what I obviously want, but we're only coming up to lap 3 here. Still got to do 2 more laps before it be the pit stop phase after this lap. There's still grip on the car at the moment. And this is my first test with the tyre wear, so hopefully I can optimise it a bit before tomorrow. Get the just get the race practice in now, so tomorrow I'm a little bit more used to the tyre wear and can look after them a little bit better. But that tyre wear is looking really nasty on that rear left. Might have to go more forwards. It really is looking nasty, the tyre wear, but if it can do 5 laps with the full fuel, it should be able to do 6 with the lower fuel, I think. So some people are obviously doing qualifying testing now. I'm just doing race testing. We'll start the qualifying after we test this out and add a warm-up. Still grip there though, that's good to see. Also, I might even test out using traction control 1 on this last sector, because I was testing it in time trial and it was more consistent and still matching my sectors as I was doing with it off. And it was reducing the wheel spin to save the rear tyres, so I might do it for this last sector, for the, like these type of corners where you're on the power and turning, where the rear loses a bit of grip, just on the weak setting on like level 1, just to look after the tyres mainly. It's 11 laps a race, so I need to do another lap after this before I can get to the pit stop phase. And the tyres are dropping off. We're in the 1 minute 40s now. They're dropping off at over a second a lap. That rear left, look how bad it looks already on this NSX. Whoa. I wouldn't do a 2-stop on softs. I'd do a 1-stop on softs if I was doing it. I don't think 2-stop is viable here, because the reason why is the pit lane loss is 17 seconds, I think. So it's far too much of a loss. You're going to lose way too much time, I think. Yeah, look at that rear left, and I'm this is where the NSX is going to suffer, is the tyre wear. I think the NSX is as bad. It's nearly as bad as a Lamborghini on the rear tyres. It's so aggressive on them. I'll definitely have to go -5 in the race, I think, just to try and save as much of that tyre life as possible. I don't know. What you've got to remember though is it's times 17 tyre wear. That was 5 laps then, with softer tyres, so it's going to be a bit worse anyway. Oh god. Bless me. Yeah, so the tyre wear is going to be worse no matter what, because it's times 17 with the racing soft tyre. Whereas the other one was times 17 with mediums as the softest, so it's hard to really tell. This track isn't as bad on tyre wear as some of the tracks. This is more of a front. It normally kills the fronts quite a bit. I'll go for a qualifying lap now. Let's just change this. So for qualifying, I'm going to go probably I mean, that's what I did my time trial on, but I think with the tyre wear on, I might do it on 0. Try and give myself a bit of a gap. It might even be it might even be better to do a 1-stopper on the medium tyre than do a 1-stopper on softs with the NSX. I don't know, especially, or maybe pit lap 4. And then go onto the medium tyre and do 7 laps on the medium. Get the undercut on people, depending on how close the field is. Give yourself a boost of 3 or 4 seconds, because the undercut will be massive round there. It'll be so big. It might be worth trying that out. Let's try and see if we can get down. Should be able to get close to 36s, I think. Like 37.1s or something like that. Oh, fighting for the rear there. Took a little bit of a too narrow line through there. I wanted to go a bit further out. Bit better. Yeah, we can definitely get in 36s then. So we should be able to get 36s tomorrow. I'm looking for... because we'll burn fuel, I think. I think tomorrow I'll just burn the fuel away. Oh, the sound's gone. Oh, stupid bloody... This is going to annoy me if this happens. If that happens in an FIA race, I'll have no sound. I'll have the remote handy and I'll have to take my headset off if it doesn't put the volume on the telly. It's starting to piss me off. But yeah, we should be able to get ourselves in the 36s by tomorrow with a bit more aggressive lap. Burn the fuel, get it right down. Yeah, I think 36s should be good enough for the top 5 start though, if we can get 36.9 or 36.8. The race is 11 laps. Don't know what I've got it set at here. Let me just double check that I've got it on the right set. We're going to start we're going to start qualifying now anyway. Let me just let people know. Let's just reset these now. So we'll just put it down to that and then we'll go back to it. You okay, keyboard warrior? So we'll do this. Don't go out because we're going to re-put it back to the proper time. Watch everyone go out now. We'll put it back. And then we'll do a 12-minute qualifying. Then we'll start the race dead on around the 12-minute mark because I don't know if I'm going to put... I don't know. I might try the mediums, see what they're like compared to other people running... I mean, sorry, the softs compared to people running the mediums. I don't know. We'll try a stint now. Because this is just for experimental purposes, really. I'll put the bias all the way to the front and I'll really try and look after the rear tyres. And I'm also going to use traction control on the last sector to try and help save that rear tyre a bit, I think. Just use level 1 because it doesn't lose you any time from time trial. It wasn't losing me any time, so might be worth doing. F1 games always look okay but end up a bit meh, in my opinion. Has this lobby crashed now? Crashed. After exit it. Crashed. The PS4 is completely froze, so... oh dear. Restart the PS4 and then I'll start. I've got the lobby saved, so it won't take long. Just restart this so it calibrates it properly. Don't you love GT and its glitches? Yeah, F1, like, not like, I don't know. I might get it and just keep it. I lost a lot of, like, the F1 games for me lost their appeal when hybrid engines came in. I don't know why. I just lost it. I couldn't really get into them. Like, F1 13 was the last F1 game that I proper enjoyed. So, 'cause, start this and lobby. I'll set the lobby. I think the lobby was all pretty much correct. Just got... Oh god, I'm gonna again. Oh. I reset the PS4 to recalibrate the wheel, otherwise the wheel might not calibrate properly. You should always make sure you calibrate your wheel from the PS4 off. Shouldn't really. I never like to calibrate my wheel when it's in rest mode because sometimes it feels weird. It doesn't like calibrate properly. Gomez. Yeah, the NSX is looking a bit better this week. I actually might be able to compete slightly. I hope so. Right, let's just redo the lobby. Double check. I had this a little bit. 11 laps. Mechanical is. Pardon me. It's all correct. So if you want to join FIA testing, Fuji, creating the lobby now. You need to be S rated SR or B rated DR. Shouldn't buy I'm not saying you shouldn't buy Thrustmaster. I'm just saying most wheels are the same. You should. I don't think it makes a difference what make it is. You should always calibrate it from the PS4 being off, I think. But the only thing is with Thrustmaster recently. Oh, what like their policy. How you've got to return item and like sort broken items out is a bit of a piss take. It's put me off them. Put it this way, I'm still got my broken pedals here now. It takes them a week to respond to an email, and then they ask you something different, and then you reply to them. It takes them another week to respond again. So it basically, if I didn't have a spare set of pedals, I would be without a set of pedals for nearly a month. The way it's going with Thrustmaster, and I don't like that. They used to be so much quicker. It's really bad how they are now. It's put me off buying Thrustmaster again, if I'm brutally honest, because I've now got to take a picture of underneath. I've got to upload this video that I sent them to their website of the fault with showing the pedals and that, which is daft anyway, because I just don't agree with it all. Then I've got to then take a picture of the pedals. I've got to cut the lead off the end so that you can see, like, I've cut them. For some reason, obviously they're broken, so you cut the lead. They don't repair them, obviously. And then take a picture of the underneath so that they can then action them. Even though they've got all the details, they've seen the fault. They've seen my invoice with the date on it. They used to just send... What they used to do is you just used to send them. As soon as they realised they were faulty, you'd send the pedals to them. And you'd get them back within a week or so. Repaired. Now it's just a massive long cycle of shit. They just take years to reply. Right. What's the timer on now? So qualifying will start 14 minutes. We'll start qualifying. I mean, we'll start the race after 14 minutes. So burn the fuel. Okay, Mario, how are you, mate? Oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze every 2 seconds. Oh, Jesus. I burn the fuel. I want to do this because this is how I'm going to do tomorrow. Because I think I've got, if I do this, I've definitely got a chance of a top 5 in qualifying. Because this car's quite good on fuel as well. So the fact that it's good, I need to get rid of it. I would rather have a car that was shite on fuel so you can burn more. Right, let me go over this side of the track to get out of their way. That is way. You know, oh, he's not on a lap. I thought he was on a lap. How much fuel can we burn in one lap? It's probably going to be about 20% if we get it right. I definitely think I'll risk just one lap every time, though. We've got 3 attempts at the race. Well, actually, saying that, I don't think I might not get to do all 3 attempts. That's the point. Depends when I can get home. Evening, mate. So exciting. This is why, like, if anyone watched the TRL Lava stream with his birthday stream, when we had the lobby set for qualifying to tyre wear and fuel was off, and because tyre wear and fuel was off, it was so much more entertaining because we just drove around qualifying, like just doing laps qualifying. I don't have to do this, it's just that to get myself as high up the grid as I want to be, it just helps. It's their own fault for not giving us the option to put whatever fuel we want in. Why don't they just let us go out the pits with like 3 laps or something, you know, or 2.5, so you can then take it easy, look after the tyres, say don't burn your fuel, and then just go for your lap or whatever. Or and you should have to drive back to the pits, I feel. Like, shouldn't be able to reset, you should have to drive all the way back like on other games. Second gear is quicker to burn fuel. Not normally, it's not. Because you're driving faster as well, so you end up doing more laps. It sometimes doesn't work out right. Oh shit. Mario90 donated €5 free super chat. Just pull over here. Wouldn't let me donate yesterday anymore. I just wanted to tell you it was an intense race yesterday. Not everyone is as clean as you are, especially clean and as respectful as you are. Thank you very much, Mario, mate. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was a good race on when was it? It wasn't yesterday, it was the day before, wasn't it? But yeah, it was a good race. I enjoyed it. We came from P18 to P11. I really did enjoy it. It was good fun. But thank you very much, mate. You're a legend for that donation. I appreciate it. Joe, I'm actually preparing something to make a manufacturer series, but focused on racing, actually. Interesting. Let me know, Jomas. Yeah, on actual racing rather than fuel saving and tyre wear and... Thought he was on a lap. So we said 14 minutes, didn't we? So I've got, yeah, I can go. I'll do another lap Because we didn't go out of the pits until 2 minutes something, did we? Evening, Bodis. How are you, mate? We do not need more Indian food. No one needs indie food in the races. God. Where am I going here? Hey? Oh, it's because I ran wide, wasn't it? My brake still feels dead spongy. I've got a spare brake spring in my drawer. I might clean them out tomorrow and put the new spring in. What actual Indian food do I like? Korma, or I only really like korma or tikka masala. I'm a wuss. Don't like spicy stuff. Yeah, so I think when we're doing this properly without reading chat, we'll be able to get our fuel down quite low. I already done a 37.3 without burning fuel. It was like we had more fuel than what we got on now, so we should be able to get 36s. I knew this had moved. That might have made it feel a bit worse as well. It's moved back a bit, but now that feels weird. This is all about finding the sweet spot again. Feels okay-ish. Have I ever raced in Harrison? Yeah, loads. It used to be reasonably okay at it, but then I stopped playing and went a bit shit. Yeah, the on my Playseat, because when you put in when you slam on the brakes, it slides a little bit over time. It gradually moves, so basically you're constantly moving away from the pedals. Bit of a pain in the arse. Right, let's build some heat up now. I don't want to start behind him. Should be okay. Pussied out there. Ah, messy and the exit up. That'll lose me quite a bit. Shit. That'll lose me a good couple of, maybe a 10th or two, I don't know. Bit annoying, but yeah, we lost a bit of time there with that. Wasn't a very good lap anyway, to be fair, but okay, so we're gonna start this. I'm gonna try these tires in the race. I'm not waiting too long, Atomics, mate, because I want to keep this realistic with the qualifier, mate. Brake pedal feels weird. I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Give the brake pedal, like, open it all up, put my new spring in there, and I might even swap out the clutch spring for the accelerator. Swap them around just to make them feel all a little bit fresher. Pit entry, flat out. So yeah, we need to be in the 36s tomorrow, which I'm pretty sure we can get close to it. I think 36.9. That wasn't a very good. I messed the last sector up, so I lost a good couple of tenths on that last sector. Okay, I'm starting this race. You need to get out on track, mate, because I'm starting this now. So you need to hurry up. Are you out, mate? Atomics, are you on track? Because I'm going to start this. Right, I'm starting it. Yeah, we had a comfortable. I think he did a lap that he wouldn't have really normally got in them with lower fuel, but I think I can get my fuel down lower than what I got then, so we should be good for 36s if I just nail the lap. I'm just a little bit worried about the tyre wear. We're gonna have to really look after these tyres. Gotta watch out because that GTR is like a missile down the straights. He's too far back, he can't go for that. I want to try and get out the slipstream and then I can concentrate on tyre. Now what you're going to see is why I wanted to be out the slipstream range, because watch this now on the straight with that GTR. Because right, he's what? 1.1 second behind now, but watch this now. Gonna be under a second. Look at it coming now. Here we go. 9 tenths. Probably gonna get to 8 tenths. So he's gonna gain 3 tenths just on the straight without a slipstream. I'll leave the traction control off for this go just to see the difference. Nah, he's on softer tyres. He's not on mediums. Our heads are looking warm, but hitting already. What, they're trying to two-stopper? I don't think that's the way to go, if I'm brutally honest. Well, they're gonna try. What they're gonna try and do is do a long stint on the hards. I don't think that's the way either. If he's two-stopping, you lose it for like 16, 17 seconds. I can't see how you're going to make that up. Still gaining time, so if we're still gaining time, the tyres must be reasonable. They're looking better on this time since I've put the bias all the way to the front. That rear looks manageable. I think I can definitely get away with a one-stopper on just the softest tyre. He's in with the softs there. They'll be going onto the harder tyre. I'd rather kill the front than the rear with this car, that's the thing. That's why I've gone all the way to the front, because it's got a strong front end anyway. I like the NSX at this track. I'm not too keen on its tyre wear though. Yeah, that's what I had to do with the Ferrari when I used to always try and drive it with -5. They all came out in the lead and they've pitted ages ago. So now it's just a case of looking after the tyres. This is going to be the hard one now. Because you got 6 laps to do. I'm going to have to be really cautious with the rear tyres. Just be gentle all the way round. Early upshift to third there because you don't actually lose too much time through that corner in third gear. But I want to try and save the tyres on the rear rather than getting in second gear and flooring it out of it. Yeah, their tyres are gone already. Look, we gained a second on him on that lap, taking it really easy. So they must be on a 2-stopper, which can't be the way to go with this track because I'm sure the pit lane loss is like 17 seconds, which is too much for a 2-stopper. So I'm not going to worry about going for fastest lap or anything. All I've got to do is look after the tyres, really. The guy behind must have had a really fast pit stop because he was 4 seconds behind me on the pit entry. Either that or he's killing his tyres too early. I'm guessing he got the jump because this track you can get the jump. You can gain like a second and a half in the pits just from. It's just a random thing that happens sometimes over other pit stops. Yeah, because we're pulling away. We're back over 3 seconds now. Gaining a bit on the straights though. Jesus. What car is he in? Because that's rapid down the straights. That's where I need to be cautious as well on the throttle at that point. No, he did softs on the first stint and mediums on the second, I think. His tyres must have been dead with the softs. Maybe he was going to try and make the mediums last to the end, but then that wouldn't work either. Gained more than half a second on that lap, so we're gaining half a second over him, really trying to look after the tyres. So the NSX it's definitely not great on tyres, but it might be manageable. But again, I hate this because this is a good track for me. I'd rather be just driving it flat out. The fact that we've got to drive it like this, literally nursing a car home, worrying out your tyre wear all the way through the race, it's just not racing. I don't know why they're obsessed with this approach. Two more laps. Well, wrong brake. I braked at the... I was looking at the chat a bit. I mistaked the one. I thought the 200 was the 150, and then the 150 was the 100. So I panicked. That's giving him a big boost on me there, but to be fair, that was half a second lost through just me being thick. I'm reading the chat as well. Yeah, this is just practicing. This is just trying to work out if I can do the one stopper on the soft, which I think I can. The Porsche will be so strong here with its tyre wear. The Mercedes AMG will be really, really strong. It might kill its front tyres a bit, but you can go rearwards with a brake bias with a Mercedes. With cars like the Audi, the Ferrari, the NSX, you've got to go all the way forwards because you haven't got a choice, because otherwise the car will become a nightmare to drive. Let's use up the last bit of rear tyre life now. A little bit late on the brakes there. I would have finished about 6 seconds ahead, but he got a massive jump in the pits. He must have, sometimes it happens, the pit crew are a second faster than other times. A bit random, but... No, the Merc's really good on tyres. Really good. Merc's, I mean, like, you just watch it. I think it's Force Uwerby or whatever. He really watches. If you're ever in a race with him, look at his tyre wear. He knows how to drive with the right bias, and he does really well. Yeah, the old Gran Turismo when they'd be dead straight away. Yeah. I mean that shouldn't really be driving on that soft tyre there, but you can see that Gonzo two-stopper not going to work. Just not got a chance. No, you don't two-stop this straight. You do not two-stop this race. I mean, Jonas will tell you as well. It just doesn't work because it's a 17-second pit loss. So you've got to make up over so you've got 11 laps. You'll need to be 2 seconds, near enough, what, a second and a half a lap quicker over every lap, which for the first 4 laps or 3 laps, you're not going to be. You're going to be equal. Then you might gain a little bit, but then they'll pit and gain on you because they'll get the jump on you for a bit. You might gain... You won't even gain anything, really. It's just a loss. The two-stopper just won't work. Just too much pit lane loss. Free stop, yeah. Just pit every lap. That's what we'll be doing soon in GT. We'll literally be pitting every few laps. Yeah, you can only one stop this, I think. And no stopper might be doable for cars with really good tyre wear. I don't know what... I mean, probably not. It'll be too much for them. I think they'll lose too much time. Well, too much time. Yeah, I'll do the same. Yeah, same Gonzo, same for everyone. I was looking after the tyres. It's because we got time 17 with racing softs. I mean, they're just crazy with these settings. Yeah, the mediums are shite. That's the problem. That's what I'm worried about. The mediums in general are not very good. The hards are decent recently. I find that the hard tyre since the update is really good, but the medium doesn't. I don't like it. When we did the race with Jomas, I didn't feel comfortable on the mediums, but when I put the hards on at the end, I felt really good. The car felt alive again. I was only a second off my soft pace, so I kind of like the hard tyres over the mediums. I like the softs and the hards. Mediums feel a bit meh. Not a fan of them. Alright, let's qualify again. Yeah, I think the no stopper would just be really slow on the light towards the end. So again, I'll start this around the 14-minute mark. I'm going to burn fuel again because I want to keep in the zone of what it's going to be like when it comes to tomorrow's race. Yeah, hards would possibly work on a nose-up, but you'd be that much slower. No, it should be, really, I think... I mean, they do... I'm trying to think what do they run in real life? I know they use quite a hard compound in the Blancpain, but this isn't GT3, that's the problem. It's Polyphony's own version. iRacing, you don't get a choice of tyres, you just have one set of tyres. They still haven't got multiple compounds on iRacing. Yeah, Nations, another one with Nation. I haven't got a clue what car I'm going with Nations yet. I'm not sure. The Audi seems faster, but the Porsche seems more drivable. And fuel's involved with Nations for the Nations race. So I'm really not sure what I'm going to use for that. I have no idea. Yeah, I agree, Jonas. I think that I think what they need to do to make it a bit more of a strategy call is the hards need to be about 3 tenths closer to the mediums in terms of pace, and then the softs maybe need to be made a little bit slower. So bring them all, maybe make like, I think what it should be is the softs should be about half a second faster than the mediums, and the mediums should be half a second or maybe 6 tenths faster than the harder compounds, so that there's only like a 1.2 second gap between the soft and the hard. I think that would make the racing more fun, but then you need to also make sure that the durability's more like realistic as well. Yeah, I mean, like, you only had to watch Jomas's race that we did. I think it was ×4 tyre wear, ×2 fuel, an hour race. And it was really good. The actual, to be fair, in that race, the tyres felt like they were quite close, like in terms of their range. It wasn't as bad, but then Interlagos is quite a... the compounds don't make much of a difference at Interlagos because it's not a high speed. There's only like... It's a lot of slow corners where you don't gain the massive amount with the softer compound tyre. So it's not the best track to judge it by. Like, this would be a better track in a way because you got a lot of fast corners. Yeah, the tyre wear is basically its own BOP. So you judge the cars by their tyre wear more so now. That's why everyone's gone Porsche, because let's be brilliant. You only have to see, I think there was a stat, I seen a tweet with the amount of people that have picked Porsche as a manufacturer compared to the others. It's like in Europe, it's like 6,000 competitors or something like that in Europe, and 1,000 people have picked Porsche as a manufacturer. I mean, that says it all, really. Yeah. So yeah, you could have the mediums being the softer compound, and then maybe then make the actual. So the softs would be the mediums in terms of pace, and then make the mediums just maybe 4 tenths slower than the soft, but the durability only a little bit better than the soft. But then the hards, half a second slower than the medium, 6 tenths slower than the medium, but a lot more durable. It would make quite a big difference. Need to get out of the way of this car. I think the strategy would come into itself. Obviously, it depends on track length and stuff like that as well. Yeah, there might be 700,000 people in the UK rapid, but there ain't that many doing FIA. Plus, like, that stat is total bullshit anyway, because I've got about 4 accounts that I've turned GT on with. I'm sure Jonas has had more than one. I'm sure the majority of people have had a couple of accounts, so that's probably more like 200,000 overall since the game's ever started. Because the PlayStation stats are total bollocks, because you can create multiple accounts for free. There's no charge in it. So the stats like that are just don't ever take anything in with that. Yeah, Akuda just recognizes names. It doesn't recognize consoles. You know what I mean? Like, you can't judge the amount of players on a game, because everyone's has logged in with more than one account. Well, the majority have anyway. And I think not a lot of people, not everyone does FIA. I'm sure the stat was that there's only been 6,000. Have you seen that yet, Jonas, the tweet with the data? I think it was 6,000 people have entered the FIA on the first round for manufacturers, and 1,000 have gone Porsche. I'm sure it was 6,000. Don't know if this car's on a lot. There's definitely not 700,000 active players on GT Sport. I very much doubt that every week. I find that hard to believe. Yeah, look at the fuel this time. Way better. And we went out the pits just before 2 minutes, so... I could probably burn for another lap. Yeah, 6,391. And 1.2k with Porsche in the EU. So yeah, just over 6,000 people entered the manufacturers. I'll pit here anyway and then change the tyres. Just to keep it, make sure I'm doing it to what I mean, I think I'll be able to get rid of more fuel than this when it comes to tomorrow. We came out of the pits on 2 minutes, so this is technically like 8 minutes, so we're about right. Yeah, so 1/6 of people have picked Porsche as a manufacturer. I was really surprised how low the Toyota was, though. I don't know if anyone else was surprised at that, but I was shocked that the Toyota didn't have more. Because Toyota in Group 4 has got better tyre wear, the 86. And the FT1's pretty much one of the better cars. I was really shocked at that stat. I think it was at like 100, like 130 or something like that Toyota, I think. I can't remember the exact amount. But it was really low, considering they're such a strong manufacturer. I need to start getting some heat in the tyres now. I can only imagine people that chose Ferrari with this tyre wear. You'd be... Oh, I feel sorry for him in a way, because it's stuff like that that's ruining the championship, though. The tyre wear is dictating the championship. I had to back off, damn. Missed the apex as well, but you can get away with that line. Don't know if I kind of got on the throttle early enough, though, to get away with it, but we'll see. No, didn't get on the power early enough. Ah, it's frustrating. Again, I've not done a good lap, but at least I know there's going to be a lot of time left in it. It's better, but there's a lot more time left in it, so yeah. We should be able to get ourselves into the 36s for sure, like. I think 36.8, 36.7 is what I want to aim for tomorrow. Let's go and put the mediums on. We'll just try it just to see what happens. Who knows? Dodge. There is quite a few fast drivers in Dodge. Jomas is in Dodge. ERT Bellin's in Dodge. Manu Rudry's in Dodge. There's a lot of good... I don't know if there's that many actually overall, but there's a lot of good drivers in Dodge. In terms of top split drivers, and even then, I don't even think... I don't think B-Racer's always in top split. But he's the only other Honda driver I've seen out of top split drivers. Arters, Jomas, Twitter. It's on Twitter. You need to... I possibly liked the tweet. I can't remember. If I did, you just go to my liked tweets. If not, go to Lightning's liked tweets and it's on there. Jomas probably liked it as well. Right, let's start this race. So qualifying pace is looking good in the NSX. I think we can go a lot faster than what we're doing so far. Let's restart this. I can definitely hook up the corners a bit better than what I did on that lap, so let's have a go at this. See what I can get out of it this time. The good thing as well, remember in tomorrow's race we'll be able to burn 5% more, well 4-5% fuel before we start the race. So the tyres will be that little bit better than what they are in this. So that makes me think the softs will be the way to go. Might go to, let's try -3 balance with this because I should be able to get away with it a bit more. Lads and pad. Yeah, there's loads of pad players that are fast in the game. I keep missing the gear shift on that one. Miss me, G. Oh, what am I doing? So I can drive this aggressively now, though, in the mediums. That's the advantage. Although I've not tested out the mediums yet, so I have no idea how they handle. Got a good exit there. That might save me down the straight. He's going to get the slipstream, but look at that. Look at it. 6 attempts, nearly 7 attempts at the start. And he's going to have a chance at an overtake. That's how fast that GTR is. Look at it. That is crazy. Oh shit, that car is fast. Oh, he made a mistake. That's handy for me. So after lap 2, I think the mediums will start coming back to the NSX compared to the other cars. We're out of slipstream range this time, so that should help me now in terms of defending. I don't think I'll have to go defensive. He can't gain 8 attempts in a straight. That would be just stupid. A second slower than the softs at that point. He braked well too late for that corner. He nearly took me out, but... The tyres are still wearing quite aggressively, though. But I am driving it a bit more aggressive now. So surely them soft tyres will start fading on that GTR compared to what I've got on the mediums here. Problem is with this, you'll be getting swamped by fast drivers in top split. But look, we're gaining now. Look at that. Look how much more grip we've got. Half a second on one corner because of the way the tyres are. Saying that rear's looking quite nasty though. Problem is now, every lap's been slower so far. I think we were under 1 minute 40 on lap 4 with the softs. And I don't think this is going to be under 1 minute 40. Just. So at the moment, we're just behind the soft tyre. Still think you need to go -5 balance with the mediums. So he's going to try and do an overcut. Not a good move, but... Or a no-stopper maybe, but at least we'll get an idea now of what the no-stopper's like, if he is. So he's got the jump on us, but... Don't want to get held up by these. This is a problem, you see. You're coming out of the pits behind drivers where before we were ahead because we were on the faster tyre. Has he not pitted yet, this guy in front of us? Because he's not very fast. I know he was behind us before and quite fast. I'm guessing he hasn't pitted yet. Oh, shit. Might have dirty tires. He's going to get me here because look at the speed. And then he's going to be screwed towards the end though, I think, in that GTR, with depending on what tyre he's on. So even though we're fast, we're going to be so much faster, but will I be able to get past that GTR? That's going to be the problem now. He's got no grip through the corners. He's got no grip at all. That wasn't as hard as I thought. I did dive a bit, but he hasn't got any grip. So if I stay ahead through here now, we should be good. Now I can try and beast it through here. Yeah, he's like, we're gone. We've got him. He won't be able to get... No, he did pit. He just pitted a lap before I did. So if he's on soft tyres, then he's screwed. But if he's on mediums, he'll be screwed as well. To be fair, I think, because they'll be quite dead towards the end as well. It's P3 I need to worry about now because I lost time to Gonzo. He's going to be gaining with the fresher tyres. He's possibly on soft tyres as well, because he did that shorter stint. That's something I want to test in a minute, though, with a different strategy. Hopefully Gonzo can hold him up for a bit. Oh, I missed the braking. What an idiot. So this strategy's getting screwed over by the traffic. This is what I don't like, this strategy. It's not going to work well. See, what car is he in as well? He's in a fast car. So he's got fresher tyres now, possibly softer compound as well. You wouldn't want to go to the 7 laps though. You're just going to get undercut massively. That's it. It's just the worst thing you can do. Pointless really, because you're just going to get undercut by so many people and then you're putting yourself in needless traffic. This guy behind though, he's going to have a lot more pace with the fresher tyres. I'm hoping he's on soft zone, they might die a bit quicker. Hard to judge which is faster now though, because we lost that much time battling. Yeah, that's the other way, soft and mediums, that's what I'm thinking. That's a Dodge Viper that, I think, or is it the Mercedes? He's going to be able to get me easily. So he's got fresher, softer tyres on. And we were 3 seconds ahead at the pit stop, so Gonzo kind of screwed me over a bit, but... No! It might, I don't know, yeah, I think it is a Corvette. Yeah, that's why it's so fast down the straights. I'm gonna dive it. Ah, he outbraked himself! So that wasn't the strategy, as you can tell. If we went on soft tyres, we would have gained so much more. Yeah, we got it. But it's just not... Look how much slower it is. What was our thing? 34, was it? 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. No, that's not the way to go. I can probably look after the softer compound better than what I did. So beat that time. The mediums just don't work. Wherever the mediums, the softer are just better. The softer are always a better compound, but at least we know that anyway. So we know the softer was a better option for sure, because that was way slower. I'm just going soft. I controlled the pace with them quite well, so it's got to be soft. Now I know that, I think we'll go on to Nations, because I've got that strategy sorted now. We know that it's 100% going to be the soft compound. There's no way the mediums will work. No, rapid, mate. If I went on the mediums at the start, what advantage would that give me? It's not going to give you any advantage, because you go on mediums, so you probably get overtaken at the start. Then you've got to pit on lap 7, or 6 or 7. So the people that pitted on lap 5 will then gain about 5 seconds over you, because they'll be on the undercut with fresh softs, and they'll already be ahead of you anyway. So you're probably going to lose 8-9 seconds. You're not going to gain that back in like 3 laps. It's just, you've got to gain 3 seconds a lap, and 2-3 seconds a lap. It won't work. It's always better to get an undercut on GT. The only reason we got screwed a bit then was by Gonzo, because of the traffic. But if we were on the softer compound tyre when we pitted, I would have came out ahead of Gonzo, because I would have been even further up before I pitted. Then I would have had more grip and the knock-on effect. So definitely soft is the way to go. The mediums just didn't. They weren't bad, but they just weren't fast enough. Yeah, the overcut works if you get the driver in front comes out in traffic like I did then, because then I lost about 2 seconds with Gonzo, and then battling him, and it's just a knock-on effect. But softs is the way to go for sure. It's got to be, but you just got to look after them tyres. So let's change this anyway, because I'm going to do the other one now. Now I'm doing Nations now. I've got the settings on here. Load it up. Oh, pardon me. So 11:30. 9 laps. This is going to be an interesting one, this, because I think you'll be able to do a no stopper times 8 fuel. I think the no stopper will be possible in the right car, possibly with fuel saving, but I just don't know if it will be faster though. I think it's hard to judge. Mediums and hard. All correct. Let's change that. I'm going to go for a P while we have a little warm up. I'll be back in a second. Howster, this one's not so bad. This one, it's not about tyre, it's more about fuel. The Nations, it's a little bit more about fuel than it is tyre wear. Your Lamborghini's quite fast though at Fuji though. I know the tyre wear will be an issue for sure, but yeah, I mean, I would rather say fuel than tyres though. That's the only thing. Right, what car to try here? Let's just see what this is like, the tyre wear. It's gonna take a bit of time to get back used to this. The track limits on this corner as well are a pain in the arse. Oh, there. Deliberate. The hybrid is going to be an issue on this car, I can already tell. I thought it was better from time trial, but I think it's an issue. It's definitely an issue. In time trial, it was building the hybrid up better than that. Using the Audi R18 at the moment, but the Porsche will have better hybrid. Because I've got no hybrid left here already. Hybrid's dead. But qualifying is so important, it makes you want to go the faster car. I think this is a bit faster in qualifying than the took Porsche. But the Porsche isn't bad though, that's the thing. Want to see what let's see what the fuel's like now. Yeah, the fuel's gone. 2 laps and it's gone if you drive it aggressive. Jesus, that's interesting. Do you just drive this aggressive and try and pull away? Not a very good lap this. I've been taking it too easy. The TSO 50 might be a good option. The Toyota, yeah. But the problem with the Toyota is I don't think it's going to be as fast in qualifying. So if you're doing a no-stopper, you really want to start as far up the grid as possible. But looking at the tyre wear, I don't know if the no-stopper will be a good idea. I mean, they're not bad. We're coming up to 3 laps complete. But you're going to lose a bit of time each lap, I think, compared to a... You're going to lose at least a second, I think, to the stoppers. A lap minimum. And then you've got the fact that they're going to be able to drive so much more aggressive. And when you drive aggressive, you build more hybrid up. That's the thing. That's what I don't like with that car. The understeer when it kicks the forward, like the front wheels in. What was my time in what? In free practice in what? Oh, in the time trial. I only did a 37.3, I think. There was more to do. I had more potential. I could probably squeeze a 36 out of it. I'm not worried about this at the moment because I used my hybrid up before I started this lap. I'm just trying to get into the rhythm of the track at the moment. So if you don't fuel save, you have to pit on, let's see. Oh no, you can definitely do the 5 laps in. I'm using the R18, the Audi. No stop is possible, I think, if you get in the correct car. But you'd have to be saving fuel. I don't know what the pit lane loss is here. I don't think it's that bad. But then again, actually, let's test something out here. I'm going to test something here. Oh, I need 5 laps of fuel, so let's just do a little test and see. We need to refuel for 5 laps, so this pit stop's going to take some time. That's if you're driving aggressive. No, saving fuel will weaken your regeneration of the hybrid, really. I think, to be honest. You're not going to be braking as aggressive. So we need 5 more laps of fuel. Just see. Oh my god, that's a long pit. Oh my god. Was that 28 seconds? Shit. Oh, that's a long loss. That's going to be like a Yeah. The advantage is you come out the pits there, right in a braking zone, so... Interesting. You mainly regenerate your hybrid off braking, watch. So, if I slam on the brakes, watch the regeneration. It will get a bit from lift and coast, but not much. So watch, I'll get rid of this hybrid now, and then I don't even think this. I think it's the Toyota that gets it off lift and coast. That was my braking that did that. Let me get onto the straight and show you. I think only the Toyota gets it regeneration off lift and coast. That's why it's good for Right, so now we got no hybrid. I'm just gonna lift. It doesn't regenerate any. Look, no regeneration off just only off braking when you brake. So yeah, yeah, you can use a bit of fuel map, so you can not like mainly through the corners. You can just go through like level 2 and stuff, but. I think the Toyota, if you're going to go for the no stopper, I think the Toyota will be the better option. I think the no stopper is going to be the option. I could have saved more fuel with that and shortened my pit stop, but it would only be about. It's still going to be over 20 seconds. So this is interesting. No, the Porsche regens on braking mainly. It might regenerate a bit off throttle in general, but in the majority it's done through braking with the Porsche. Right. Right. So let's go back to the pits. I want to go back out with full fuel and just with a full hybrid. And the lap times will be massively faster when you burn fuel as well. Yeah, it might be a bit, but it's not much. But that's why the Porsche is good. Because it's got a better hybrid system, but I'm pretty sure that the Toyota is the car for fuel saving, because the lift and coast regenerates hybrid. I'll go for a proper lap in a minute with full hybrid. I think we should be low. What am I on now? I think we should be in 38s with fuel burning, but I've just gone back out with full fuel here. Because this isn't qualifying yet. We'll start qualifying in a bit. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this car though. I should maybe try it and see what I can do with the fuel. Yeah, that's the thing. The R18 is really good for quali, and top split is all about qualification, really. But then this has got a lot of fuel saving in, so it's hard. It's a hard one, really is. Hard to know. So I'm going to start this with full hybrid, which will make a massive difference. Yeah, so it's quite a big difference when you've got the hybrid. That was 6 times faster with the hybrid. But that's gonna that highlights the issue of in the race with the Porsche. The Porsche will have that hybrid all the time, every lap. That was full fuel, obviously, as well. So, interesting. Yeah, but the problem was, yeah, I understand what you're saying about the hybrid being rubbish, but you go to Dragon Trail and look at top split and who won every race. The R18. Because it qualified at the front, it won every race. But fuel wasn't involved with that. Fuel is now involved. That's where the... And this is more tyre wear based than that track. And the Porsche is better on tyre wear as well. And the Toyota is better on tyre wear. Makes me think the Toyota might be worth a try. Oh, I really don't know. Let's try the one stopper with this first, and then we'll try a race with. Let's start qualifying anyway, and then we'll start. We'll do no stopper with the Toyota possibly. But the thing is off this. Reset the time. I'd say Dragon Trail had more overtaking opportunities because up the hill. This hasn't really got a long straight. That you can do it possibly after the corkscrew set, like the left right, but the loss of aero in that section will be quite high. But then these cars have got good downforce, so who knows? So I'm just gonna burn fuel anyway. Oh shit, what am I doing? I've got to restart it, haven't I? Let's put the proper time on. Put the time to... Yeah, Blue Moon Bay is a good track. But I prefer real life tracks over fake ones. So like Fuji, Cataluna, Monza, anything that's real, I'll prefer. Even Autopolis I like because it's a real track, even though I'm not particularly strong there. Let's go to track. I'm going to burn fuel because I think that's the best way to do this. Because with this high rate of fat fuel, burning fuel will burn so much, you'll get your car as low as you want it. And you'll probably get 2 attempts at this combination because we got ×8 fuel on. So I think you might be able to burn fuel and still get two runs in. We've already got 10% gone off the fuel. That's crazy. We might have to fuel up in the pit stop depending on how much fuel we use every lap when it comes to doing our second lap. Because I think you'll be able to burn fuel, go for a lap, put a banker in, re-pit, and then go again. Not as much though, because look, we're already on 20%, and you wouldn't have done a lap yet. We've used more than 20%, which is more than a fast lap, and we've not even done a full lap yet. That proves the benefits. Burning fuel is the quickest. This is the quickest way to get rid of fuel and the most effective. Just trust me. Yeah, I'm going to be able to do this. Put a lap in, then pit, and go for a final lap with really low fuel. So we'll be able to do 2 runs. Because the tyres are still fine. They're not going to be warm. Nearly 50% fuel burn in 1 lap. That's great. That's because of the high rate of fuel. Ah. Not a good lap so far. No, did not hook that up at all. Ah, no. Ah, we can go faster than that. A lot faster, so we'll... How much fuel did I use then over that lap? Can anyone tell? Was it 20% about? So I need about 20% in when I... Well, so I need about 35% when I go for... when I pit. So we'll have to put a bit of fuel in. I think. I'll judge it now anyway. I need as little fuel as possible, so I need to judge it. If anyone rewinds the stream, see what fuel I was on at the start of that lap as I went over the line. Just so I know the exact amount of fuel, because I ended on 35. And then I know what fuel I need at the start of the lap. $53, so 18% is an aggressive lap. So if I get it to about 30%, and then build the hybrid up at the end and just try and get the fuel to about 19-20%. I want to start with 20% to make sure, really. But look at this. We're going to have time to... Might even have time to bail the lap and pit again. If we're on a bad lap and go for another lap. It's possible. I'm not... Let's see. I think we might. Let's see, we'll have to put a bit of fuel. That's the type of fuel we want at the start lap, so I'll put 35% in and won't drive it as aggressive. Just go to 35, 36. Yeah, that'll do. 38, oh well. I need to build the hybrid up at the end of the lap. Oh no, we'll be ending it. We've done this a little bit weird because you can get 2 laps in, but how you do it is really weird. So we're not going to be able to wheel cross. You might be able to get another lap in after this with the low. Oh no, yeah. This is really hard because I'd have to have more fuel to do that. Oh, he was just sat on the racing line, this guy here. Let's just let these cars pass there on a lap. Why did I go into second gear? What am I doing? Mess the first sector up there. That was awful. Oh, don't get him away. A bit better, but we have more potential than that, so we're going to be looking at 37s in qualifying, I think. So we'll start that race in 1 minute, whatever. 1 minute. What is it? Yeah, just over a minute. 3 hour Samba bus endurance at Le Mans. I'll go off different. I'll get the gas and yeah, the electric. And go to the garage if necessary. So we're starting this race in 40 seconds. So yeah, two laps is easily possible. Do you know what? I'm trying to think what you could do here. No. Trying to work out a way that you can get 2 laps with. You might be able to burn the fuel down to do 2 laps. What I could do. Oh no, that can't work this out. Maybe if you went a bit faster, second gear, did 2 laps, get it down to do your first lap with without changing tyres. Obviously, do 2 laps, burning fuel, then go for your. Is that Williams Giorgio in here then? I'll let him do a lap because he's going to be in the Toyota. He'll be way faster. At least we can see what strategy he's on then, and then be good to let him do a lap, really. I want to see what strategy he goes on so I can judge mine. I think he was on his main lap then. He looked like he was going for it, so hopefully he was. How much? I pretty much judged the fuel perfect on that. You go over here a bit. I just need to wait till Giorgio's done his lap and then we can go. God. Crash behind me. So, my guess is that Giorgio wasn't on his lap. Yeah, I could do 2 laps as a base, but then... So if you mess your first lap up, you could then go again, even with the worn tyres, and then pit. You'll have time to do it. There's Giorgio on his lap now. So that must have been his out lap. So let's see what he can do with that. Don't know what car he was in. He looked like the Toyota. And my guess is he's going for a no-stopper with the Toyota, Giorgio, when it comes to the race. But that I want to do that so I can see the difference. Blue badges only. So once Giorgio goes over the line, I'll start the race. He should get himself in the top 3 or 4. He'll probably beat my lap, to be fair. So I've got more potential, though. I think I'm normally quite good with Group 1, so we should be able to get ourselves in the 37s for qualifying once we get fully used to it. Where am I from? I was originally born in Kent, but then I moved up near Liverpool when I was young, so a bit of a messed up accent. Hybrid. Come on, where is Giorgio? I feel like I've been here for hours. There's Burrs, and he went out after. I'm so confused what's going on. Where's Giorgio? Giorgio's had time to do a lap there. He's in P5. There you go. Let's go. I just wanted him to get a lap in so he can obviously not be starting at the back, so it's a bit better judgment for him with strategy against myself as well. But if he's going for a no-stopper with the Toyota, which I think he is, I need to see what car he's in. Oh, I won't be able to see him, will I? Porsche. Why is everyone in the Porsche? Okay, so everyone's in the Porsche because of the hybrid. That might be a problem. But look at the this is better in qualifying, though. We'll see. And it's probably better at saving fuel as well. Why is my steering wheel? I don't know whether it's centered. So do you reckon I just drive this aggressive and see... no, I'll try and do a bit of fuel saving. Yeah, I've got to try and get ahead of him though first, but that's going to be hard with the hybrid system. Try and do a bit of short shifting now. Ah! Ignore that. They're possibly going for a nose stopper. Which is interesting. They're doing a nose stopper for 100%. It looks like nose stoppers away, I'm guessing. I'm going to put a bit more in though so I can go aggressive, but this is going to be... Watch, they're going to go on. They're going to keep going on because then they're no stopping it, I know for a fact. But this is... I want to try and see what this is like compared to that. Go with that. It's such a long... Look at that. It feels like too long in the pits. Don't fight me when you've not pitted. Why are you fighting me? You haven't pitted. This is the problem when it comes to the race though. Because you're going to get this situation. It's definitely a no-stopper with the Porsche by the looks of it. I think the Toyota will be better with the no-stopper though. I might try the Toyota next race. See what the qualifying's like with that and go with that car. Got 4 laps to gain a lot of time. Thank you. Oh, I missed the line. Don't know what he was doing. He just stops in the middle of the corner. Not the way to go this. It's definitely a no-stopper. So at least we know that now. A no-stopper with the either the Porsche or the Toyota. I think the Toyota might be better, but I don't know about the qualifying pace. I think the Porsche's got better qualifying pace. They're losing a lot of time, them leaders now, though. Not enough, though. It's definitely the no stopper because we were well ahead of the pit stop. So it's just got to use the Porsche probably or the Toyota. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Williams Giorgio's got into the lead though now. Obviously done better fuel saving. I had the inside line to be fair, but was a bit aggressive, but I just want to see if I can cast them up. Bears has done a lot worse in his history, so it was a bit naughty, but then it's only practice, so if that was FIA I wouldn't have done that, but nah, we've not got enough to get anywhere near Giorgio. Probably won't even get P2 or 3. Although they are starting to struggle with them tyres, you can see. So through here is where they're going to lose time. I mean, I gave him space, but I don't think he knew I was there. That would have been great racing through there as well. We would have been about 3-4 seconds behind them. I think we got damage. We got damage. So we would have got to about 3 seconds behind. So it's not a good idea. Yeah, we would have got to about 3-4 seconds behind without the damage, but yeah, his old tyres would have caused him understeer. Yeah, possibly. Possibly, but then the tyres, I don't know. Yeah, but what you got to remember, in a top split, there's no way you're getting through the traffic that quick. Top split, you end up down in P20. So that's not the strategy to do. Yeah. So it's definitely a no stopper. We'll try a no stopper now with a different car. Although I'm used to that Audi now. I'm going to have to practice with another car. Right, Mazda will suck at this track because it's four-wheel drive. Just kill the tyres. So we need... Let's change car. Alright, Max, don't worry. I think... Is it worth seeing what... Let's just see what this is like in terms of one lap pace. I don't think anyone will pick the R18 though, because people will see the like this and the Japanese race, the Asia region race, I mean, and they'll see that the the Audi's just not good enough for fuel. No, the Mazda's not a good choice, trust me. You need fuel, tire saving is the main thing for this. Fuel, how good the fuel is and how good the tire life can be. What do you mean? How can I say a four-wheel drive will kill tires? Because they do. They kill tires more than these. That's just that's general knowledge. That a four-wheel drive car uses more tire life than a rear wheel. Or these are kind of four-wheel drive, but only when the hybrid kicks in. When the hybrid's not in use, they're not four-wheel drive. So through fast corners, like the flowing corners, the hybrid's not in use there. But if you're talking like the LM, whatever it is, and the Peugeot VGT 750 or whatever, I don't know, they kill the tires a lot more than these cars. It's not about lot, it's just a fact of the game. Yeah, it's a shame that it should be longer, this race. That would make it more... If this was 10 laps, it would be a lot closer with the one stopper or not. And they'd have to do more fuel saving, obviously. Oh my god, this is not very good at regenerating the hybrid. This car's too slow, it's got to be the Porsche. I think the Porsche will be better. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Porsche is going to be the car. Let's just see. Yeah, look how... No, that 53, so hard to judge. We haven't burned fuel on this. I'm just... Even driving it aggressive, though, we're not using as much fuel. Nah, it's too slow. You'd be starting dead last with this car. It's got to be the Porsche and the fuel saving. I think the Porsche is better at one lap pace, Cody. I think, by the looks of it. I think the Porsche is better at one lap pace. I think, personally, but... I mean, it's not that I don't know how to drive. That's my first ever lap with it. I don't normally... It'd probably take me a few laps to get used to it. But... I've only driven the Porsche and the Audi so far. I've not tried the Toyota at all, so I have no idea what... Pushing it a bit more, yeah, but I still feel the Porsche is faster over 1 lap. No, you'll be fair. You'll need to qualify in mid 37s. I think 37.5 to 9, and I don't know whether I'm not sure whether that Toyota can get 37.5 to 9. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that qualifying will be 37s in the Porsches. There'll be people in the 37s. There's no stopper. I think I'm better with the Porsche anyway. In general, I'm quite my preferred car. So I think I'll just go with the Porsche. I don't think it'll be as good on fuel as the Toyota. I think the Toyota will be better on fuel. But I think the hybrid on this will be better. Yeah, the Porsche nose stopper is the way to go, definitely. Oh, I mean, sorry. A nose stopper is the way to go, but I don't know what car's better. I have no idea. Look at the hybrid on this car. I can afford to change my bias and go a little bit more neutral with the bias. But then again, you don't want to do that anyway because you want to save the front tyres. That was too aggressive into turn 1. Oops. There's also an option of a non-hybrid car. I'm sure someone will try it because then you have no hybrid loss. So we'll start qualifying in a bit. I just want to get used to this car before I do it. Just a little bit slower than the Audi, that's the problem, this car. We obviously messed that lap up at the start, so... No, I wouldn't go a Group C car. Not for this track. Too twisty. Maybe like something like the Diesel 12 model. Audi might be alright, I don't know. I know I've done a race with FIA with that before, but they've changed the BOP since then. Obviously at the moment I'm not worrying about qualifying, I'm just... Oh shit! That was unusual. The Audi doesn't do that there when you stamp on the throttle. Must have just hit the curb at the perfect point. We'll start this qualifying actually, I feel like... we'll reset the qualifying again. Nissan kills its tyres massively, so no. Yeah, they've done something to the older Model RS, and I don't know why. It seems to be a bit weaker. I think they've took power off it or something. It used to be quite good, but they've messed with it and ruined it a bit, which is a shame because it was good to be able to race that car. Oh my. Just resetting the qualifying, that's all. Right. Go to track with the Porsche. Burn the fuel, 2 laps. I actually had my brake bias on +3 then and not +5. And it was still regenerating the hybrid fully. But you want to do it for the tyre wear more so. If you've got the pit bug, sorry mate, not much I can do. I'm not restarting now because I want to end the streaming before 10 PM really. I've got to go to the shop. I'm looking forward to tomorrow though because it looks like at least with the manufacturers I can be competitive at least. Like that last round didn't feel like I had much of a chance. What car am I in here? Why does it look so... Why does it look so light? That's weird. It's supposed to be black, this car. Why? Oh, is it like a light grey? Maybe it's a light grey. I thought it was black, to be fair, but maybe not. Oops, that's going to wreck me braking now. What an idiot. Brake early for that. Or we would have been sliding. Ah! It's just a little bit behind, but oh, I've done it again there. So it's that. I've got to go in third gear there. That's what's the problem. I'm trying to do it in fourth, but the gearing. So I need to do that in third and then upshift into fourth. I mean, it's got a chance in fourth gear because I did it before and basically nailed it just by early upshifting in fourth. Because look at the fourth gear in this. It's only 100 miles an hour. It's not a fast fourth gear. I take it faster in the Audi because of the gearing. We'll go for another lap and then I'll be able to pit and do another lap anyway. Hard to get used to this because I'm in different gears to the Audi. Ignore that. I don't know what fuel this uses every lap. I've no idea. I need to get rid of that. I can't get rid of the penalty, can I? Might be able to get rid of it on this corner up here. Dirty air behind that was horrible. Just to put a banker in so that I can go for a lap at the end without worrying about starting in last. So we definitely got the pace for a 38 though. Because we were up on the lap all the way. So 38.53 with the Porsche, I think. But you're going to need to get... I think you're going to need a 37. That's the problem. Makes me wonder if the Audi could have no stopped it, but I feel like the tyre wear was a bit harsh. So we're on about, I'm going to put it to 85, that should be alright. Makes me think fourth gear might be better there, but you won't get the hybrid of the third. That's the only... Same with this corner. Fifth might be better because you're upshifting to fifth so quick. At least we're going to have heat in the tyres for this lap. Fourth gear is the gear. It's definitely the gear to do it. You just got to take the right line. Third gear's max. Let's just see what the third... Pretty much at the limit of 102 and we went over 100 miles an hour through the corner, so it is fourth gear. Are you going, B Racer? Go, 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 go! Oh, I'm hoping I've got enough fuel here. I'm not sure I've got enough fuel. Might have to short shift it. Such a scruffy first sector, that. That was awful. I don't think I've got enough fuel. I'm having to short shift on a qualifying lap. I haven't got enough fuel. No, I always go faster with brake bias to the rear. I'm not a fan of the brake bias to the front. Oh well, we'll see what we can do with this strategy. Okay, let's start the race anyway. I'm going to start this race now. Oh wait, is it on 12 minutes? Yes, don't go on 12 minutes for starting the race. So, this uses more fuel than the Audi when you're driving it aggressive. That's a problem. Why are people burning fuel? I can hear someone burning fuel. Don't burn fuel. Someone's burning. Yeah, but we've got I don't know, we'll see. I think a lot of these are going to do the no stopper now. I just totally... We were on for an alright lap then if I didn't mess up that... Also, the first sector was terrible. Wow, what am I doing there? Ah. Trying to save more fuel now, so I can drive aggressive at the end. No, I'm alright for fuel. We're dead on at the moment. And it will get better as the race goes on, as the car gets lighter. we're looking good on fuel. We've got more than I need at the moment, but I'm going to keep it up and. He let me go. I didn't think he was going to do that. He's getting low on fuel, I think. My guess is this Audi might be getting low on fuel, but if this Audi can get to the end, I might go the Audi. Is he in an Audi or is he in a Porsche? I can't remember. Nah, he won't be able to keep up. He's got no fuel. Nah, we got the right tyres. This is the perfect. You don't want to go on the harder tyres for this. P1's got no fuel left. He's struggling. Looks like the car in front struggling with tyres as well. 2.8 behind the leader. He's really struggling. Got no fuel left, that car. Got no tyres either by the looks of it. Got the fuel perfect anyway. Oh. I need to know what the finishing time of Giorgio was. Same as mine. That's good to know. So 4 attempts different, but we did get held up quite a bit when we were on the first, but he might have done as well. As if we're matching Giorgio, that's good news. Considering, yeah, we both started P5. I think without that, we would have been a little bit faster, but I messed up the qualifying and he didn't get his lap in. Yeah, it looks like that's the best way to go, I think. The no stopper with whatever car you use, Toyota or the Porsche. I feel more confident in the Porsche for qualifying though, so I'll probably use that. Right, I'm gonna end the stream there. Anyway, we've done 2 races on each. We've got the strategy sorted. No stopper for that. 1 stopper for manufacturer on the softer compound. So yeah. At least I've got the pace to match. If Giorgio's doing that, then Giorgio's normally quite fast with cars like this, so it's interesting. I should be able to optimize the fuel as well, get it a bit better. I've maybe went a bit too aggressive early on some of the laps. I think I should have saved a bit more, but I saved more than the other drivers in that anyway. Not a bad result. I might if I can get a video out for that for it's not really going to show. The only problem is it's not going to show the field. Oh, yeah, an idea. I wonder what this is set at. I'll check this now. I don't know what the length is set up, but I could maybe do a strategy video tomorrow, just to help people out for people that haven't seen the stream, just so you can see the way I was moving. See what the yeah, I've got it on 30 minutes. That sound. That's fine. It won't be 60 frames per second, but at least I keep forgetting I can do that. I can still record on the PS4 while I'm streaming. I always forget that for like penalties that should that, you know, when penalties happen, I'm gonna need to remember to do that. So if you ever see me in FIA and I forget, remind me just so I can analyze the penalties properly. But yeah, I'm gonna end that stream there. Let's just come out that lobby. Yeah, it's decent. We know what we got to do tomorrow anyway. I know all the strategies and I know all the. I think I'm gonna obviously use the Porsche by the looks of it. I need to. What I'll probably do is watch the Asia region race to see if there was any cars in that are better on fuel and qualifying as well. So we'll see. Right, we're going to end the stream there. Thank you everyone for coming in the stream. I appreciate you all coming in. Hopefully it's helped you out a bit in terms of strategy. So you know what you've got to do in manufacturers, and we know what you've got to do in nations now. So we can all go in kind of knowing the stuff. Strategy on manufacturers and his man is just a one-stopper on the softer compound tyre, but you've got to look at... For you won't have to do as much looking after your tyres, but in the NSX I really had to kind of nurse the tyres all the way through it. But the Porsche will be a little bit better, obviously, because it has better rear wear than the NSX, but it's just a one-stopper on the mediums. It's not a no-stopper because it's just the tyres are shredded with the... even if you put mediums on, they don't seem to react very well. I think someone might try a no-stopper. It's possible someone might go for it and just see what happens, but I can't do it if the MR car, and I don't think the Porsche will be able to do it as well, to be fair. But anyway, thank you everyone for coming in. I will see you all tomorrow for another stream. I have got a lap. If I can get the track guide done for the nations in the morning, can't guarantee it. If I can do it, I'll do it, but I might not have time. I'll see. But anyway, thank you for all coming in and watching. I appreciate it. Thank you for the donations as well. I appreciate that. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone. I hope you all have good FIA races as well. See you later.